This is Michi Hoyer, this is ACR Zakspeed, and this is a community challenge being thrown at me by James Mathey. So, sorry about if I screwed up your name there, but we are racing around the Zandvoort track of the McLaren's World Fastest Gamer, but we're doing it with a Formula Sim racing car right there. So, the challenge is, can we beat, I have to look at my own description, can we beat a 1 minute 14.4 around Zandvoort? So it's gonna be an interesting thing. I've not raced the track before with that car. Haven't raced it at all. Just get fixed the lighting. Despite it might be a bit bright now. Definitely looks better. So, I mean, I have no clue literally what I'm waiting for. Or what I'm going to expect, or what I have to expect, so I simply go out and drive it in a basic setup. Oh, we perform a start. Oh no, there we go. So 1 minute 14. Basic set, default set. Have no clue if that is any fast or any good. Well, keeping it on the black stuff definitely would help it. Oh god. Alright, have to brake earlier here. Hello Rick, thank you for joining. Oh, the car is... Oh, yeah, standard setup. Well, that's just to look out for track conditions anyway. Like to see what is actually possible. I definitely have something in mind to set up the car. Just going to use DRS on this main straight here for the first time. Default setup does not feel that bad. Oops, I ran wide a bit here. Yeah, the car balance is totally off. So first lap, 118.6. Take away that slider maybe. I'm doing a bit better then. Hey Teddy. Oh, grass. Teddy, this is the official Formula Sim Racing mod. So the car I'm racing all season long. As you can see, it's still world fastest gamer stuff in here. So I think I'm upgrading the rear wing just a bit, taking away. I'm adjusting this differential to give me a little bit more stability when going out of the corners and to make the car a little bit more turn when being off throttle going into the corners. Removing packers in order to make the rear suspension travel, and a little bit softer rear anti-roll bar in order to get a little bit more traction. So let's say. By the way, James, I'm gonna make this challenge a little bit more difficult for myself, saying I keep with full fuel and engine mix 2 out of 7. Oops. Because, you know, I could now put on super soft, unfuel the car, and like do the challenge within 1 lap. But I want to see whether I would be able to improve the full 4 seconds required. Need to turn up the cooling a bit next time again. Alright, car's a bit too understeering now.
The lap was a
1:16.9.
1:16.94.
Ah, fuck. And a bit softer front anti-roll bar. Think about that. What else? move them puckers and make that one a bit more soft, and then I can increase his rear end a bit again. And with that I should make it into the 15s at first. We have to wait and see, to be fair. But I think it is. But this is not an easy challenge. With the restrictions I just put on myself, this could be like a do or die. The question would be more like, can you do... Oh fuck. RIP. The question would be more like, if I'm able to do a like a 108 in qualifying trim. Oh fuck. So enough mistakes done on the outlap now. Hey Nishnet, thank you for joining there on Twitch. Structural, this track is Zandvoort. Alright, let's come on. So 1 minute 15.3.
15.39. That lap was a 1:15.36. That lap was a 1:15.14.
Yeah, tyres overheating now. Getting a bit more performance out of the setup. I'm not sure if that already gets me there. Yeah, it's because Sean is a complete iRacing guy. You know, the American. Well, you can't own iRacing anyway, James, so nothing to worry about that. Ah, too white. Oops.
That was a 1:27.13.
Missing turn 1. Whoa. Okay. The roll center in the rear is a bit too high, getting me unnecessary oversteer. Well, James, this is not too easy. Still thinking about higher wings, maybe. Like that? I could work it. That's pushing the aerodynamical balance a bit more to the front. Really need to stay away, from the curbs. It's a fun fact that, you know, the last time I raced Zandvoort was the time I got into the rFactor 2 World Fastest Gamer Finals. That was the race I actually made it into the top 20. No. I'm gonna make this a 2-split challenge right now. First of all, I'm gonna beat the 14.435 with this setup and that configuration, and then I'm going to take the blast out of the car in qualifying trim, and I want to see if a 108 is possible. It is possible, I know it is possible, but I think I do need to work a bit more on the setup first. I like getting it right into the sweet spot. Alright, I'm gonna do this right now since the tyres are broken anyway. A bit more turning momentum would be great, a bit less there. I need a bit more hard dumpers on the front. No puck. Bit grip mechanical way on the rear. The problem is, you lose a bit time on the straight, where there is quite a few on this track, but you really need to make the extra wing work in those corners right here, which is appearing to working perfectly from here on. All the areas coming now is like high downforce, I can sweep the car around pretty much. Looking at the timer. No, don't look at the timer. It's frozen anyway. Alright, you can touch that curb. This carousel is pretty important, like how much it throws you off. Oh, come on! A 114.43, we got a 115.14, 8/10. Yeah, George, it does. Now just the driver needs to look good on it too. I can give this full throttle maybe. Oh, no. Yeah, still trying to find the limits really. Especially in this area right here. Let's see if a different line can change a thing. Alright, better stay to the inside there. Ah, here we go. No, not full throttle. Overdriving the car badly at the minute.
The lap was a 1:14.67.
Usually I would say they can be found somewhere. Like here. Car is right on the edge. They sure whether you want to have a bit more rear right height, getting a tiny bit more turning, a tiny little stable rear. 230 thousandths we're missing. If I get a better exit out of this. Yes, James might tie, that is the case. I mean, remember still we're running on maximum fuel right now. Yeah, if you throw this car into a corner, you make it spin. I can do it. I'm pretty sure of that. Yeah, lit up the rears too much. Come on, with a perfect chicane, it could work. No!
The lap was
Bang!
1:14.46.
So 30 thousandths. Well, they can be found somewhere really. Not like that though. What are we missing? 27 thousandths. Right, challenge accepted. And I had this mega slight in turn 9. Adjust the lap time at 1 minute 10. Oh, that's not even going to work with ultra softs, mate. At least not in this car configuration. Like, I will turn down to qualified trim and try to do a 108. I think that is something that should be possible. 107. Come on. If I get this slide out of the car in that particular corner, I'm pretty much done. But yeah, this is a tough one. Here we are.
The lap was a 1:14.23.
So a 114.227. That's it. So you said something about the fuel. But no, as I said, I'm quickly gonna like put ultra softs on. Take out the car in qualifying conditions. Ironically, that .435 I think was the cliff of the top 20 in the world fastest gamer, but I think the time was a 1:33.435. That was the time of Olli Pakala in P21 back then, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see if we can get a 107 out of this car in qualifying trim. See you there, Tom. Have a nice one. Yeah, Ollie is indeed a very good driver. I was really sorry for him. Like, I think I was the one that shot him off then in the end by climbing to P11 in the very last moment, with like I think 35 minutes to go in the qualifying. Not good. Alright, too short of a gearbox. So James, you're 1:10. I think that is an appropriate number. Or was it? Ah. Alright. Rip engine. More cooling required. Right. So different gearbox, a bit longer, more cooling, and then I think we're fine to go again. Hey Yanni. Thank you, James. So James, what was your lap time you set there? 1:10 points. You say you did some recalculations. So sub 5 seconds. Yeah, in a perfect lap, a high 108 would be possible, I believe. A 110 is like sort of easy if you just get a lap together. That's literally all it needs, and obviously not going wide. Need to do a better job on the tires in the first sector. When they do not overheat through the fast sector parts, then they are pretty much grippy in the final sector as well, especially in this long turn 9, long turn 10. That's the area where they should work a lot better than still, which means compromising this corner a bit by going slower. Alright James, have fun rewatching what's gonna be the final result. Stream is not going to take until long anymore now. Just doing 2 or 3 laps still and then we're fine. Looks a lot better till here.
The lap was a 1:09.
Yeah, 109.
3.
1. Yeah, you're gonna find this 10th somewhere. I'm sure of that. The grip on those ultra softs is just massive. I'm missing the apex here. I'm going a bit wide over here. I think that is where the 10th is really lying, and then in the left hand turn 10 we surely got the 10th. Other than that, I think it's pretty much maximized. Yeah, and with a proper set and enough practice, I'm sure 107 should be in. And this is incredibly fast around Zandvoort. Oh, don't do this, come on. Oh. No good sector 1, 1.5 tenths. Alright, final try. Lol, pure max. That is some kind of a traumata or nightmare from my childhood while I was trying to learn French. Holy shit. Oh, come on. Now I want to get this 108 done now. It's just the curse of me trying too hard again. Oh, come Quertreiber. 3.5 tenths literally thrown away. Ah, god damn it. Just need to bring it home once you got it there, man. Shots fired, yeah, Nate, shots fired, but true. Just a bit more fatigue, but you're absolutely right. Just need to fucking do it. Right, finally, minimum target reached.
That was a
108.86.
108.86.
So yeah, that looks good. Turning down the engine again. That was great fun. I want to say a massive thank you to James Mathai for throwing that challenge at me. Kinda got me a hard time still getting to that 14.4, which was actually calculated quite well. Like, it was not entirely easy out of the box to give out, smash the car and be fine. So whenever he's watching back this video on demand, massive thank you for this challenge. Looking forward to more of that stuff. So I'm pretty sure Yanni is gonna get a go at that car pretty soon, showing that the 107 is possible. Would be salty though. Looks alright, is that? Nice. What way can we go here? Well, wrong way, but still. Fun that the entire garage is open. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. Thank you everyone supporting the streams and stuff. And thank you, George. Thank you, Queer Triber. Yeah, hiker, you have to try the car. Really, literally, it's a blast to drive. It's it's not that easy. I mean, you can't go quick in it pretty soon and like smash the car, smash the throttle, take the shit out of it. But once it comes down to racing, in race pace, this car needs a total different approach. It's gonna be some some kind of different style of driving that needs to be applied. So I will save it, just by chance as a set. So guys, thank you so much for being here, and yeah, have a nice Wednesday all together. It's 0:30 a.m. here, and yeah, hope you guys having a good time. Thank you for being here. See you there. Goodbye.